Never
Usain Bolt is one of the most famous names in sports history. The widely considered fastest man alive, has won 8 Olympic gold medals in track and field, has a world record for the 100-meter sprint and the 200-meter sprint, has over 14 million followers on Instagram, and has a net worth of around $90 million today. However, despite being an Olympics legend, his true passion was football, with him being a huge fan of the sport and Manchester United specifically since a young age. And due to his love for the game, he decided to start up his football career after retiring from the track. However, despite being the fastest man alive and being ready to pace abuse on the pitch like it was FIFA, along with having training sessions and trials with big clubs like Borussia Dortmund, Usain Bolt's football career was short, disappointing, and embarrassing, especially when he once said that after watching Manchester United games and seeing some of their players, he felt like he could become a professional footballer as well. Bro had one look at Maguire and said enough is enough, I can become a professional footballer too. Anyways, what exactly happened in Usain Bolt's football career and how did it fail so badly? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. With Usain Bolt being one of the most famous names on the planet during his sprinting days, he used his motion and connections to get special access to football clubs. For example, regarding his favorite club Manchester United, he used to go to Old Trafford and watch their games in a suite that he probably didn't pay for. Additionally, he even got the chance to train with Manchester United one time, and even got to hang out with the one and only Cristiano Ronaldo. He then would go around Europe and experience different football clubs and their cultures, like going to Real Madrid and even taking a kickoff for a friendly game, and even hanging out with the Bayern Munich players too, jokingly even saying that he could see himself playing for Bayern in the following season. As you can kind of see though, the reason why I'm mentioning all of this in the first place is despite him being a GOAT at a different sport, his heart and eyes were truly set on football, the sport he probably loved the most. And doing all of these football publicity stunts definitely hinted at the fact that Usain Bolt could potentially try and turn his football dreams into reality. Also, he literally once said that after he retired, he would love to try and have a football career, and he thought he could eventually be good enough to play for Manchester United.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Yes, he was serious. Because after retiring from sprinting in 2017, Usain Bolt would take his first steps in his football aspirations, announcing that he's going to visit and train with South African club Mamelodi Sundowns. To be honest though, this move was actually more of a media stunt, considering the fact that he didn't play any games for the Mamelodi Sundowns, and the only training he did was some basic football drills like trying to hit the crossbar for example. Instead of more like a trial, it was more like a celebrity appearance. Kind of like when Justin Bieber visited FC Barcelona's training session for example. It was like that. Everybody realized this too, except Usain Bolt, because after in a press conference with the Mamelodi Sundowns, he came out and said that he was actually very serious about his football, and this wasn't something that he was taking lightheartedly or jokingly. However, this would be it for Usain Bolt's time with the Mamelodi Sundowns, because right after he posted a video on his socials claiming that he signed for a club that he'll reveal in a few days, and despite a lot of people assuming that it was the Sundowns, it actually wasn't that. Instead, it was just a promo of him advertising Soccer Inc., a charity football event that Usain Bolt was going to take a part in.
No. Wait.
And although Usain Bolt did okay in the Soccer Aid match, since after all, it wasn't against current professional footballers, instead it was former players and celebrities, so of course Usain Bolt was gonna look decent, because he is fast as hell, don't get it twisted.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
But after this, Usain Bolt's football career was up in the air, with no one knowing whether it was still a joke or not. But it wasn't, because around a month later, Usain Bolt used his Puma connections, the big sports brand that he was signed to get a trial/training session with Borussia Dortmund, the huge German club that's also affiliated with Puma. In fact, Usain Bolt had a very good connection with Bjorn Gulden, the Puma CEO, and with him also being a Borussia Dortmund board member, this eventual collaboration between these two massive sports brands was only a matter of time. Anyways, this was a huge opportunity for Usain Bolt to show what he was made of with actual top professionals in the sport of football, and whether he had an actual chance at playing at the highest level in Europe. And with a ton of Dortmund fans and media coming to watch the training session, the stakes were at an all-time high for Usain Bolt, and whether he performs well or not would determine how his football career was going to look like. After looking competent in football drills, he took part in a training match with Dortmund, where he would nutmeg one of the players in the game, and also scored a pretty good header from across. With that, Usain Bolt said that his trial with Borussia Dortmund was around a 7 out of 10, which meant that overall, he thought he did pretty decent, and at the end, he did say that he would love to continue training with the team, and his goal was to play for a top club. However, Borussia Dortmund promised Usain Bolt before the training session that they would give him an honest assessment of his chances of playing football professionally, and the Borussia Dortmund manager at the time, Peter Stoger, said that if he wants to make it to the highest level, he still has a lot of work to do, and at his age, there is not much room for development. Anyways, clearly the Borussia Dortmund coaching staff weren't that impressed with the then 32-year-old ex-sprinter, and they knew he had no business playing in the top European league, despite Usain Bolt's aspirations of doing so. And after this, it seemed like Usain Bolt's confidence took a hit, because his next football stop would be at the Norwegian club Strømsgodset, a team that most of you have probably never heard of, unless you're from Norway of course. And Puma once again came up clutch for Usain Bolt, because of course, this Norwegian club was also sponsored by them as well. Initially, it seemed like Usain Bolt was only using Strømsgodset's training sessions to get more fit for the upcoming Soccer A game happening in around a week's time. However, Usain Bolt was still pretty serious about becoming a professional footballer, and he would actually get his first